Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
You are looking at exact track 4D radar. Another round of rain hammering southeast Michigan, and some of it coming with full sound effects, that's for sure. That tops our news here on Local 4 News at 6. I'm Devin Skillian.
And I'm Christy McDonald in for Kimberly Gill tonight. So let's get right over to Kim Adams with a look at how much more rain we can expect, Kim.
Well, we've got about 2 or 3 hours left, but it is scattered. But where it's coming down, it is really coming down. And we also have reports of hail right now in Grosse Pointe Farms. In fact, it's marble-size hail. You can see the cell right here that's causing it. Grosse Pointe Woods, the farms, and even Grosse Pointe City and the park all getting that thunderstorm right now with some lightning. The white you see right there, those are lightning strikes, and there are quite a few of them. And then more storms in Warren, Clawson, Southfield, and just to the west of Hamtramck. So over the next 2 to 3 hours, we'll continue to see the rain. It will be heavy at times and also some embedded thunderstorms, none of which have reached severe limits. But if you have outdoor plans tonight, you do want to make sure that you are prepared. And you can see there a few lightning strikes. Even outside of those cells, you can have the lightning. So be careful if you're out tonight, especially those outdoor sporting events. Temperatures right now have cooled in Pontiac under that thunderstorm that just went through there, 57 degrees, 67 in Adrian, upper 60s in Howell, and only 62 in downtown Detroit. A change to the Father's Day weekend and another chance for rain on Thursday. I'll time that out for you coming up in the forecast. You can also go and check the Forewarn weather app. Listen, because we have lightning, it has a special feature on it just for lightning that will alert you if there's lightning anywhere near your specific neighborhood. So it's a good idea as we get into severe weather season to download that Forewarn weather app now.
In fact, Tigers scheduled to play in about 40 minutes at Comerica, so that'll bear watching. If you're just joining us tonight, we've been following breaking news this afternoon in the Zion Foster case. Her cousin is now charged with her murder.
Jalen Brazier was arraigned this afternoon on several charges. The 17-year-old teenager from East Point disappeared in January of last year. Prosecutors say Brazier told police he threw her body in a dumpster when she stopped breathing as they smoked marijuana. Zion's body has never been found. Brazier served time for lying to police, but now he is charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. Also breaking, former President Donald Trump making a historical court appearance this afternoon in Miami.
He is the first former president to face federal charges after being indicted on 37 counts related to his handling of classified documents after leaving office.
I'm an innocent man. I did nothing wrong.
The former president maintaining that innocence Tuesday with a not guilty plea in Miami federal court, while outside a vocal court of public opinion.
It's a political persecution of our duly elected president because he did win 2020.
I just can't even believe that he would be convicted.
I want to support President Trump.
Get on the bus, traitor! Get on the bus!
While buses filled with supporters of the former president rolled in, Mr. Trump's arrival was underground, out of view, as was his arrest by U.S. Marshals and arraignment before a magistrate. The former president facing 37 criminal charges, a majority for alleged violations of the Espionage Act, centering on classified documents he's accused of keeping after leaving office and refusing to return. The case has polarized many in his own party.
It wasn't anything classified. It was newspaper clippings and some personal items presented to try to give the impression that there's all these classified documents.
If this indictment is true, if what it says is actually the case, President Trump was incredibly reckless with our national security.
What exactly was he doing with them? Did someone remind him he's not the president anymore?
In court with the former president, his personal aide, Walt Nauta, arraigned on his own 6 charges, including obstruction and concealment for allegedly moving boxes of documents at Mar-a-Lago at Mr. Trump's request. Our coverage of former President Trump's arraignment will continue coming up here at 6:30 with NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt. 3 employees at a Grosse Pointe Woods pizzeria died over the weekend, leaving residents wondering what in the world happened.
Now, some are speculating it might be related to the fentanyl crisis that is plaguing many communities in our area, but police don't seem convinced just yet. We go now to Sean Lay, and Sean, police have warned about drug use in this area before, correct?
Back in 2020, let's start right there, Christy. Yes, police in the Grosse Pointes put out the alarm, an alert for everyone that they were finding cocaine laced with deadly fentanyl linked to deaths in this area. Now, here at Grosse Pointe Woods Public Safety, we've been asking questions, and we have 3 people who passed away, died over the weekend, young people. There is no cause of death yet, so there is no warning here coming from this particular police department. However, 3 deaths Saturday, all 3 are friends. 2 of their friends died a few weeks ago. That's 5 people recently right here in Grosse Pointe Woods. People here want to know what is going on.
Everybody wants to know what happens so that they can have informed conversations with their children.
Jane Berger wants Grosse Pointe Woods Public Safety to issue a public health emergency, an urgent warning to young people that drugs, like cocaine, making its way through this area is possibly laced with deadly fentanyl. After Saturday night, Berger watched police and EMS rush to the house next door on a call that a young woman here was found dead.
Well, we're just really sad. We're really sad.
But that is just the beginning. Saturday night, that same caller directing police to the woman found dead at this home, along with a young man and woman found dead at a home just blocks away on Canterbury.
Caller is still on the phone reporting both addresses, possible overdoses.
As officers and medics rush to both homes, police issuing a dire warning to those first responders.
All officers take caution, extreme caution with the fentanyl. Possible fentanyl.
Tonight, friends tell us all 3 worked at Saucy's Pizza on Mack. The pizza place posting, over the weekend, our family lost 3 young, beautiful members. Friends tell us 2 women found dead are sisters. The young man, a close friend, all in their 20s. But in May, another friend from this same group, we are told, died, friends say, from a fentanyl overdose. And the sisters who died over the weekend, one of their friends just lost one of her sisters, we are told. Friends say all ran in the same circles and went out to the same area bars.
We got one down on the porch on Canterbury. We have one down on the upper level bedroom.
Step 1 is don't do drugs, but step 2 is if they're laced with fentanyl or some other really lethal drug, I mean, people need to understand that so they can really think extra hard.
Think extra hard in that type of situation. Look, we're here at Grosse Pointe Woods Public Safety. The director here confirming to me they do have 3 death investigations going on now for those 3 deaths over the weekend of those young people, but there is no cause of death as of yet. They're asking if people out there have any information that can help them, please come forward to this police department. In the meantime, Christy and Devin, Saucy's Pizza, from their social media posts, are saying what they're making there today in profits are going to go to 3 funerals, or help with 3 funerals.
This is really difficult, Sean. I understand, though, that you reached out to the DEA about this. What did they have to say?
First thing we did today, and they didn't know about this. They want to know about this. They want to hear from police departments when they get these kind of cases. They can trace where the fentanyl is coming from, or where if this is cocaine and fentanyl, where it's coming from, who's dealing it. They have that part. They can trace that and investigate. But they also are very good at getting the word out. They will sound the alarm that, look, we are finding this in the community. You need to know about it.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks. Sean Lay reporting for us tonight.
A ban on LGBTQ flags on government buildings and sidewalks may be in the works in Hamtramck. A resolution is on the agenda for tonight's city council meeting, in fact, set to begin in less than an hour from now. As Pamela Osborne shows us, the flags have been a big topic of discussion over the past year.
A topic of discussion and at times a target. Just last week, this nonprofit had their rainbow flag ripped right off of their railing, and now tonight, City Council is going to vote to decide whether they should fly on city property at all.
We're the city that's shutting down the pride flag. I mean, it's a step backwards.
Karen Majewski says what City Council is set to vote on tonight is not representative of the diversity that makes Hamtramck the community that it is. Just last week, the former mayor stumbled upon this, a rainbow pride banner trashed outside of the nonprofit that hung it up hours earlier to show its support for the LGBTQ community.
Whether it's young people or whoever, who is doing it, it's they've been empowered.
Empowered, she says, in part by city leaders who could move to ban the flag from being flown on city-owned properties.
I can't say I agree with it.
Jaleesa Smith wants the inclusion she practices at her business fashion station to exist in every corner of Hamtramck.
This country is about freedom of speech, right? So we should be able to float any flag we wanted to.
Both she and Majewski worry about the message a ban would send to an already vulnerable community.
It sends a very disturbing message morally that some people are welcome and some people are protected and some people are honored and others need to step back and be quiet and not be seen.
Mayor Amer Ghalib tells me the resolution is to confirm a neutrality of government, adding that a member of the Human Relations Commission wanted to fly the Rainbow Pride flag this year, as that person did last year without any sort of meeting beforehand. We did reach out to every single council member tonight. They did not respond to my request for comment about this resolution. In Hamtramck, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
Well, concert ticket prices are soaring. We just saw the outrageous prices that some people paid to score a ticket to the Taylor Swift show at Ford Field. But with other big shows coming to town, how can you save? Our consumer investigator, Hank Winchester, joins us live at Ford Field with some serious concert advice. Help us out here, Hank.
Yeah, and Christy, we just hopped over here to Comerica too because it's got some big shows slated for the summer. I mean, here's the bottom line. We saw how much people were paying for Taylor Swift. We have Beyonce rolling into town, Madonna. These are high ticket prices. So what can you do to get a great deal? Well, we talked with the experts.
Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Madonna, Janet, huge names, big tours coming to Detroit with outrageous prices.
I mean, in every genre, you're just seeing an outpacing of demand versus supply. And when you see that, you obviously see sort of the scaling of that overall cost.
Matt Farrell is the VP of TickPicks. He's a Detroit native. He knows how to score deals and, more importantly, get tickets for high-demand shows.
You are seeing moments where closer to the event, if the venue size is large like a Taylor, we've seen an influx of inventory coming closer to the event date, 1 or 2 days out.
Ticketmaster will often dump tickets right before the show at face value. This mom used TikTok insiders who alert followers about these sales to get her Taylor Swift tickets.
I got a tweet notification at like 9:30 in the morning saying verified fan codes going out today for Detroit.
First up, join the artist's fan club. These fans get special codes and opportunities to buy.
There's been an influx of whether it's your streaming platform that you're listening to music on, or the tour sponsor, or the fan club having access to specific inventory.
Your credit card may also offer a pre-sale deal and option. TickPick itself works to help you save.
The price tracking feature, which allows you to highlight a show, see what the type of pricing of certain inventory looks like over time. There's an opportunity to freeze that price.
So here's what happens when the crews get into town and they set up the stage in the stadium. They realize, hey, in this particular city, we have 500 extra tickets. Usually day before, day of, that's when Ticketmaster will do a drop and release those seats for the actual value of the ticket. So for Taylor Swift, they were going for $300 day of, but some people were spending up to $3,000 on StubHub. We're live here tonight downtown. Hank Winchester, help me, Hank. Back to you.
Ooh, 3,000 hertz. Thanks for the tip. Sounds really good.
Zing.
I know it.